welcome your next storyteller to the stage, Samantha Glovin.
So, it was a Tuesday night in the middle of December, and I'm drunk shopping in the pharmacy, as one does, and I meet these two cool girls, Catherine and Carolina, and we're laughing and talking and perusing the shampoo aisle, and after about half an hour, we're like, we should totally hang out sometime. So then 2 weeks later, we finally meet up, and Carolina says to me, hey Sam, so our friend is having a dinner downtown, would you want to come? And I'm like, sure, as long as I'm not intruding. And they're like, no, it's fine. So we get downtown, get out of the cab, and then she says to me, hey, so by the way, this dinner is in a church. Are you okay with that? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'm Jewish, but I can eat dinner in a church. So we get to the building, which is more of just a regular office building than a church, and the elevator's broken. So we have to trek up 11 flights of stairs. So we're huffing and puffing and laughing and get to the top, and I walk in, and it's sort of like a wave of holy fucking shit, what did I just get myself into? So the room is basically, it's a pretty large room. There's a kitchen in the back corner. There's about 4 or 5 picnic tables set up. There are 2 side rooms with closed doors, fluorescent lighting, yellow walls with pictures hanging of groups of people that are seemingly on retreats, and a CD of light organ music playing in the background. So I'm like, I'm in the Twilight Zone, oh my god, but I can't leave now because that would be awkward and rude, so let me just ride this out. So this swarm of about 5 women, all about my age, come over and they're like, hi, how are you? So nice to meet you, welcome, welcome, please come in. And I'm like, oh my god. And I immediately know that I'm their guest of honor. I'm their potential recruit, and they are just fixated on me the entire time. So Catherine asks me if I'd like something to drink. And so she brings me a glass of water, and I notice that no one else has a beverage in front of them. And so I'm like, don't drink the Kool-Aid, holy shit! So I just take like the tiniest little sip so as not to ingest anything in case there's something in the water. And then also there were, it was mainly a group of women, but there were also about 6 men sitting at one of the picnic tables. Did not acknowledge me once, and barely talked to the other women there. And then at one point I overheard them talking about entering the kingdom of heaven. No, right? God. So we're sitting at the table, and they're asking me about myself, my likes, my dislikes, and my family, what do I do for a living? And they're like, oh, tell us, and oh, your hair is so beautiful. I'm like, thanks, I just got a cut. And so then my phone rings. I'm like, oh, thank God. That's my boyfriend. So that's my boyfriend, so I excuse myself and explain to him the situation, and he's like, what the fuck did you get yourself into? Call me the second you get out of there. And so I go back to the table, and they feed me this beautiful dinner, and the entire time I have my fingers crossed in hopes that there is not poison in the food. Because throughout the evening, these women that I was sitting with were going back and forth to the kitchen in groups of 2 and 3, and they were like staring at me and whispering. I'm like, holy shit, am I gonna be their fucking sacrifice tonight? What's happening? So we finished dinner, and then Catherine says to me, Sam, so if you'd like, you could go into the study room. If you have any questions, or if you kind of want to know what we're about, you should go. You should just go into the study room. And so I'm led into the study room with 2 new women, people that I never met, not the people I came with. And the study room is basically a really tiny little room with just enough space for a small table with 4 chairs, a glass door with a curtain to pull down for privacy, a whiteboard, a monitor on the opposite wall, and a small little makeshift music stand podium. So I go in with these two women. One is my guide, one is my teacher, and we all have our own copy of the Bible. And I sit down at the table, and the teacher, she's very forthright. She's like, so tell me, do you have any questions for us? Have you ever studied the Bible? I'm like, well, I'm Jewish, so Old Testament. I'm trying to get it through to them, like, that we're not even different players on the same team, you know? Like if religion were condiments and Christianity was mustard. You have yellow, you have spicy brown, you have Dijon, I'm relish, you know? Kosher relish. It's not gonna happen. She does not care. So she proceeds to write on the whiteboard, the Bible is fact. I know. And then she continues to draw a timeline, and she puts 1500 BC on one end and the 16th century on the other end, and she talks about, oh, Isaac Newton brought to us the theory of gravity in the 16th century, but meanwhile, it had been testified in the Bible in 1500 BC. So see, this is why this is fact, because it came first. See? No, and then she has me read the fucking passage from the book of Job, Psalm 26:7. She's like, read it. I want to hear your beautiful voice. We are about salvation. The Lord is everything. So then I leave the study. And say good night to everyone. Thank you so much. This was really nice. It was a great dinner. Really appreciate it. And so Catherine and Carolina and I get to the train. I'm like, oh, did you enjoy it? Did you have fun? Was it nice? I'm like, yeah, it was really interesting. Thanks so much for bringing me. And we part ways, and I get home, and I'm safe and warm in my bed. And all I could think about was how my poor mom would feel if she knew how I had spent the third night of Hanukkah.